Damn it, it did it again. I need to try to find a better phone app that'll let me do that. A better camera app. But anyways, I found the choir in the temple. Okay, so let me read about this. So there were tribes, or there were sections of the Levites that did, their sole job was to sing in the temple. And I kind of started getting into this a while back, but I pulled back away from it. But the prophet Samuel and King David are said to have subdivided the Levites into 24 orders, each to serve a certain day. All right, compare subdivided the Levites into 24 orders, each to serve a certain day. I'll read more about that. It's in the Talmud. Compare 1 Chronicles 25. That's what I was looking for at first. I think that's what gives you the list of them. Some acted as doorkeepers. Others were engaged as either singers or musicians. Okay, each one was assigned his post in the choir or the orchestra and was not permitted, under penalty, to assume the position of another. Hence, the choristers could not be instrumentalists, nor vice versa. 5 years preparation from the age of 25 to 30 was required for every Levite. This preparation included instruction in singing. All right, they're getting out of it now, but I think it's right here. Yeah, this is where it goes into it better. Cease, turn, interlinear, off. Moreover, David and the captains of the host separated the service of the sons of Asaph and Haman and Jeduthun, who should prophesy with harps, with psalteries, and with cymbals. Damn, that's weird how it says they should prophesy with harps, psalteries, and with cymbals. Maybe we're not, even supposed to prophesy like I used to. Or maybe, we're just supposed to do a good message. And the number of workmen according to their service was the sons of Asaph, Zachar, Joseph, Nathaniah, Azarellah, the sons of Asaph under the hands of Asaph, which prophesied according to the order of the king. But I think if you scroll down, okay, this will break it all down for you. Go in here and read this. Okay, it's 1 Chronicles chapter 25. And, I think they'll start getting into music down here eventually. Let's see. Or singers. Let's see how to do that. Control F. Yeah, here you go. Also, the Levites were singers. All of them of Asaph and Haman and Jeduthun, when their sons and their brethren, being arrayed in white linen, having cymbals, psalteries, and harps, stood at the east of the altar, and with them 120 priests, sounding with trumpets. And it came to pass, as the trumpeters and singers were as one, to make one sound to be heard in praising and thanking the Lord. And when they lifted up their voice with the trumpets and cymbals and instruments and music, and praised the Lord, saying, For he is good, for his mercy endureth forever, that then the house was filled with a cloud, okay, so that's the cloud of witnesses, right? Out of the book of Hebrews. Even the house of the Lord, so that the priests could not stand to minister by reason of the cloud, for the glory of the Lord had filled the house of God. And the glory is the kingdom wall, okay? They're probably talking about the Shekinah glory, but that's what I call the kingdom wall. The glory of the Lord filled the Lord's house, and maybe that's where those Christians are supposed to work, right in here. Do this, all right? And you guys would be, Orly's back here in the darkness, okay? I did a lot of work on this, guys. You just got to believe me on that. Did a ton of work on it. Because mostly, God is turned into, the darkness, like it talks about in Romans chapter 1, right? So, and that's where she's at. she's in there exploring all that stuff. Now I know, who does she love more? Does she love God or all these spirits? I don't know. I mean, it's not up to us to decide. Okay, but I think, she'll hear the sound, of the harps, cymbals, and trumpets, and that'll guide her, into doing what she's supposed to do. All right. I don't really tell people what to do anymore when I make the videos. There's the wash basins. There's the molten sea. So I always thought that symbolized, like the sea god, Leviathan, because I could probably find a lot more stuff on this, but because, that's just the kind of stuff Solomon was into, I guess. All right. Anyways, there's the altar. That's where they would make the sacrifices. Of course, we're supposed to sacrifice ourselves. I kind of got out of that for a while, but I used to really be into it. All right. Now I used to do a lot of these temple diagrams and stuff, like with the old people like Alex Jones and stuff, but it always used to get screwed up, and that was because of their hearts. Their hearts ain't in the right place. They're selfish. They don't really love God. I mean, I love that spirit whenever we get into it, that kingdom walk spirit, which to me is God. All right, but there's your temple diagram, and the whole reason I made this video is I wanted to show you that Bible, but hang on, let me pause this. So back when I was walk, I found this Bible, and it lasted like 3 to 4 months, but you see how wore out it is? I used to be able to open it to any page, okay? I would ask God a question and just open it up somewhere, and he would answer me, all right? Like I would ask him, is it really called, well, I kind of didn't really look straight at the verse. Is Orly really called? Well, it actually didn't come out good. But I mean, you guys try that. I mean, it really doesn't work anymore. The best one that he used to say was, "And it shall come to pass," or and it came to pass. That was like for a yes. And I mean, it was wild. I mean, he would tell me like everything that was going to happen that day, and I wasn't working back then or doing anything except sitting at the house, in his presence. Like every once in a while, he had me like go out and do something. I sold a lot of my stuff and gave it to the poor, like literally, like putting hundreds of dollars in, collection places. Like, how they used to have that one, out in front of Walmart that you could put money in. But yeah, I sold a lot of stuff, over the 3 months. But when I was going out, when I would go out to do this stuff, he would tell me like everything that was going to happen that day. Like he even told me that I was going to see an ass one day, and it happened when I was walking into town to I think I was selling my Xbox, and I walked into town. I mean, it was wild. But yeah, I saw the ass, over there in the field, and and I was thinking earlier in the day, I was like, how's this gonna happen? And like I'd be walking along, and I'd be like, oh, this is bullshit. Then I'd look up and I'd see a cross or something like that, to keep me going. I mean, it was just wild. I mean, you guys know what it feels like. I'm sure you felt it that day. Back when it happened, what was it like? I think it was February. But we got to keep it going. That's what I want to do. I want to get back in that spirit. I don't care about what anybody's doing right now. You know, as far as I'm concerned, Biden's a harmless old man. You know, compared to Trump and Hillary. I think the only reason God wanted Trump in there was to keep Hillary out, you know. So I actually think Biden wants to do good. I think he really wants to help the country, but I don't think he knows how to do it, and I don't think he's got the balls to stand up to people to get it done. You know, he's gonna let them beat him down too hard and compromise too much, and they're gonna probably spend way too much money. But anyways, let's not get into politics. You know, but the point being is that, you know, I don't really care about any of that right now. I don't care about anything that's going on in the world. All I want to do is focus on this and us. Okay, you know, judge not, lest ye be judged. All right, I'll talk to you later.